at Barcelo Philly. You can find that here on my YouTube channel as well. So today's poll of the day is who wins the standoff between the Sixers or James Harden, or the third option is it really just does not even matter. So that is the current poll of today. Again, you guys can vote for it right now on my Twitter account at Barcero Philly, Parcero Philly. And the reason why we are bringing up this topic, I'm going to show you my other screen. I probably hit the wrong button. But this is from Jake Fisher. And this is from the Jake Fisher article here on Sports Yahoo. Andy J. Puente did a great job of breaking it down here for us. So a quote from the article. No matter the Sixers' wishes, Harden still intends to play for the Clippers during the 2022-2023 season. League sources have told Yahoo Sports. Since the beginning of the subplot, Harden and his representation opted in to pinpoint Los Angeles as his next destination and have maintained confidence he will ultimately join the Clippers. There are no substantial trade conversations for Philadelphia regarding Harden and another team, sources said, as rival front offices have been briefed on Harden's unwavering focus on the Clippers and the Clippers alone. Wow. I'm 110,000% buying this. James Harden is an absolute bum. I'm saying this again. James Harden is an absolute bum. I get it. I understand why LeBron James I still can't say that I fully get. I can understand why LeBron James left in 2017 and he went to, or 2018 when he went to go play for the Lakers. Yes, it's a business. Just like Joel Embiid said, this at the end of the day is a business for these guys. We look at it as a game. We look at it as an escape. For these men, it's a business. And being in LA for some reason, playing in LA, being in LA full time is what these guys want to do to further their brand as a business. I don't agree with it because of 2023, there are private jets that you can get into LA in less than fucking 6 hours. So I don't understand. I'm sorry, I don't understand that. But you want to go to the LA Clippers, where you're going to be essentially the fourth/third fiddle of a basketball team. So you're shying away from the pressure of being a top 2 gun here in Philadelphia, not even a third gun, because of Maxi's increase this year in play and just responsibilities. You'd rather go to the Los Angeles Clippers. That just tells you everything you need to know about James Beard Harden. You want to go to the Clippers? You were a win away from an Eastern Conference Final showdown with the Miami Heat. Who knows what would have happened? I think the Heat would have won, but who knows what would have happened? And now you want to go to the Los Angeles Clippers to go, relax, get more money, fuck with LA bitches, and just sit back and relax, not deal with the pressure, not dealing with Anthony Gargano calling out your bullshit, not dealing with Joe Schmorgy, over in 15th and Wharton, calling you a bum because you dropped 15 points in a playoff game. He wants to escape all that. No one cares if the Clippers make it or don't into the playoffs. No one cares about the Clippers in LA. It's easy to go and live the LA life and play with the Clippers and not have to worry about the extra bullshit. Just go up there, play basketball, collect your paycheck, and go back to your business and go back to your bitches. I can't say I'm disappointed at this point. I really can't. But what's even worse is the comments by James Harden, in which James is kind of saying like, I do if nothing happens by training camp, I do intend to show up. All right, and here's a comment here as well, and I'll pull this up here because I don't want to give you guys the wrong quote here, but I'll pull it up here again. So here's the other telling comment here. If the saga does drag out through September and until media day on October 2nd, Harden is expected at this point to report to training camp. Sounds good, right? According to league sources, you can cause far more headaches for the organization you're trying to leave by showing up as opposed to staying at home. Dude, that right there. You can cause more headaches for the organization you're trying to leave by showing up as opposed to staying home. Dude, that's some devious, toxic ass shit, if that's the case. That is as toxic as can be. And the thing is, we've seen this before. You know, the whole fat suit has come up a lot, right? The fat suit term has come up a lot. And yeah, it is true when you think about that. Yeah, we've seen it before. It's a distraction. You're weak because, James doesn't give a shit. His mind is, he's thinking about the Clippers. He's thinking about LA. He's thinking about Venice Beach. He's thinking about Malibu and Malibu Tech. Not about trying to win a championship in Philadelphia. He's not thinking about, John's out in Philly. He's thinking about shorties in LA. It is a detriment to this basketball team if that's the case. So now it's a standoff. Who makes the move first? If you're the Sixers, do you just take whatever and you just say, like, well, let's just beat the distraction, right? If you're James, do you just suck it up and just play out the year and hopefully something happens at the deadline time? James is playing the Damian Lillard route, which it's a little ballsy. Only picking one team and saying I'm only going to play for this one team, considering your trade value right now, James. But it kind of is what it is. We're stuck in no man's land. And who's going to make the move first? I will say, considering what Daryl Morey said to us yesterday on the Anthony Gargano show, on the midday show, Daryl Morey's not going to blink. Daryl Morey's going to wait for something to happen, something to, as far as a package goes. She's not going to get rid of James Harden just to get rid of James Harden because, he's being a child over there. It's fucking ridiculous. But yeah, it is a fuck situation that we got going on here in Philadelphia. And unfortunately, we're going to have to just wait and see how the situation does play out here for the Sixers. So it is what it is. We are in day 40. But it's just absolutely rough here, man. Absolutely rough. Clippers, man, it's ridiculous, man. The fucking LA Clippers, man. Who says that? Chooses the Clippers, man? What's up, Dylan? What's going on, brother? How you feeling, man? Dylan says the Sixers are a joke, man. It is so painful, man. What's so funny is, like, I'm on Twitter today. Shouts to LB Lord Brunson on Twitter. He puts a tweet about clowning Zach, the Cowboys losing out the situation. Was it Fredericks or Zach Martin? I forget what the offensive line is. And he's going to say he's not going to report to camp. And it's like, well, the Eagles never have the situation problem. The Eagles always make sure to have great relationships with their players. And here are the Sixers in Philadelphia. James Harden requesting trades, Ben Simmons requesting trades. Got former players clowning this organization. We are a joke. We are truly the Cowboys. We're the Dallas Cowboys of the NBA. Great fan base, fans all over the country, all over the world, and we just shoot ourselves in the foot. And that's why we haven't won a championship since 1983. Is because we shoot ourselves in our own foot. Now, it's better. Honestly, people don't think of it like this, but it's better now than when I was a kid because there was literally no hope for that. At least we're a winning team. When I was a child, we were literal mediocre. Now, obviously, you had a one season that was different, and a couple years after, after the finals year in 01, we were playoff teams, and it was cool having Allen Iverson here, doing highlight reel after highlight reel every night. But you were just putting together terrible rosters around Allen Iverson, and then you trade him away. You have some fun years, Andre Miller, but you knew you were not going to be good enough to win a championship. Doug Collins comes and gives another great team. But again, we just were not good enough. And that's when the process happened. That's why we're here. That is why we're here. And it truly sucks, man. Ian says NBA players have too much power. Probably. Probably. Um, it just sucks that's, it came to the point that we were treating these players like dog shit for this to happen because now we're all screwed. When I think of like a guy like Dennis Rodman, not Dennis Rodman, I'm sorry, Scottie Pippen. A guy like Scottie Pippen to get, let me just try in a better word, to just get taken advantage of. Let's just use that word. For being taken advantage of all those years in Chicago when he was the best second fiddle of all time to one of the best players of all time. For him to get taken advantage of with all those contracts where he's getting underpaid, that's messed up. And those days should not happen again. But this situation, or this situation in general in the NBA, where these players, now it's not like these players can force themselves out. Now these players can force where they want to play in the middle of a contract. These players have 3 years left on the deal, and they're like, well, I don't want to play, so trade me to New York, or trade me to LA, or trade me to wherever. That's crazy. That's not okay. These guys sign on the dotted line. They should be able to complete the contract. And teams get fucked over. Straight up, man. We'll see what happens with the Blazers and the Sixers. Obviously, more to lose here for the Sixers because, overall, it's still a solid roster, and you have one of the best. You have the reigning MVP, So it is just in general just a terrible, terrible situation, man. No way we can trade him to the Clips. They won't give us good contenders. Yeah, let me ask everyone here something. Would you guys take Kawhi Leonard in a trade package? I don't think it would be straight up James Harden for Kawhi. I don't think the Sixers would be that dumb, but would you guys take Kawhi Leonard in some type of package? Like the main emphasis in a Clippers package for James Harden, would you take Kawhi Leonard? I don't see them trading away Paul George. I think that's who they want to continue as the center nucleus of this team. But would you trade away in a package deal Kawhi Leonard, James? There's obviously going to need to be more pieces around it, but that's the premise of the deal. Raynell already giving us the early NO. He's saying no, not a chance, not a chance. What's up, Glaz? My dad. What's going on, man? Give me a second here. We'll talk about that in a second here, man. Yeah, Raynell giving us the big NO. What's up, Tyler? What's going on, man? How you feeling? Tyler also giving us an. So, that's the thing. So, what else are the Clippers going to give us? The Clippers, just like the Sixers, don't want to give up their young prospects. Terrence Mann is out of the question. And so there's really nothing much else. I'm not taking. I also don't want